Monday, everybody. Making sure you can see this little piece. This is my not my latest, my second to latest find. I found this little guy at a thrift store, and what drew me to it is it's an older piece. It's made out of real wood. It was a piece to something else. I'm not sure if it was like a desk or a vanity, but you can tell right here. But it's still got a bunch of detail on both sides. So it wasn't compromised when they took it apart. And any small piece like this that has storage and different storage, I'm all about. So it does have 1, 2, 3. It doesn't. It's missing one knob, but it does have some of the original knobs. So I will definitely keep these because they are unbelievable. I can't use them on this piece, but, and this is the one they had on the knob or on the door, and then these were on the drawers, if that makes sense. So I will definitely keep these. I can reuse them on another piece. Don't throw that original hardware out. I mean, if it's something you know you definitely will not use, you don't have to keep it. But there's nothing better than, let me grab something, just going out to your stash and being able to finish a piece with hardware you already have on hand. It's more cost effective. Let's see if I can open this without grabbing a screwdriver. Okay, there we go. I was just gonna see if the knob was in there. No. Look at this sweet little piece. I just love the size. It's just perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna start making this over, and I kind of thought I would just show you how this one will go. I am not going to prime this piece at all. If you're here, let me know that you're here. Say hello. If you're on replay, let me know you were here on replay. I'm not going to prime it because, number one, it's not a super dark piece, and I know the paint's gonna stick to this well, but I will scuff sand it for sure. So the first thing, I haven't done anything to this. The hardware that was already taken off was already in there. This is just Thieves Cleaner, which is just a few drops of Thieves essential oil in some water. I mean, it's nothing. And this piece just basically needs cleaned. There is kind of, I don't know what kind of, not like a water stain on the top, but some kind of stain. It looks a lot, it's not like a cup of water was sat there because it's a lot bigger. So I'm not sure what that is. But basically, I'm just gonna clean this. And this was kind of hidden at the thrift store. I have said it many times. When you are at your thrift stores, look everywhere. Not only are people setting things down everywhere, but like different workers that are there, they set things in different areas. So this was not where the furniture usually is. So I was surprised to find it. And I'm just using a paper towel. Okay. Let me get this side. It's kind of weird not having the kids home. Has school started where you guys are? And usually when I'm going live or getting on a call or something, yelling up to the kids, be quiet, and they are, Landon's actually on his way home, but, okay. So basically, just get off any crud that may be on your piece. You don't want to paint over anything. And then when you scuff sand, that will get off anything else. If you have any questions, let me know. I will kind of show you can you guys see the kind of some kind of stain? Maybe it was like a plant or a bowl or something. I don't know. Usually a plant leaves it a little bit more. So I'm going to use my Serve Prep sander because I'm just scuff sanding. I do not want to, I gotta kind of bring you guys this way because my cord is not long enough. I'm not trying to rip through this really hard or anything. I just want to get some of that surface. And it didn't look dirty, but it obviously was dirty. I just want to get some of that surface off because I want the paint to stick. A lot of paints now, especially, okay, let me just start this. I can just do the top. So I'm just gonna, so I do not have on the foam pad. I'm not going to go around any of the curves or anything right now. So just the regular pad is fine. This sander just hooks up right to your shop vac. Any shop vac, you just tell them which shop vac you have. Okay, oh, can you guys see? My phone does that all the time. So you can kind of see this ring, but it's totally smooth now, completely smooth. So that will cover up with paint. But you definitely want to kind of smooth that out. And then I will scuff sand the rest, but I won't do that here with you guys, so you can just listen to that sander. I'm using paint that I already have on hand that I kind of want to use up. Let me see. Okay. Yes, I did say Thieves Cleaner. So it's just some Thieves essential oil with water in a water bottle. Sometimes I use vinegar and water. It's just what I have on hand, what I grab first. This one is not gonna work. Okay, so I'm going to use one of my favorite colors from Dixie Belle Paint. Now, if you're selling pieces, there's definitely, unless you have a custom order, the more neutral you go, the easier it is to sell, obviously, because it will go with more styles and decor. And so I am keeping this one neutral. And look at how much paint is just on top of there. Use that paint. Do not throw this out. There's just so much paint up here. So I always use what's either, if it's a new can, I use this. You guys, I mean, that's a ton of paint. That's a ton of paint. So if you are selling, and I did wipe this off kind of with my hands, there's not a lot of dust with the Serve Prep, but you definitely want to wipe it off before you put paint. But anyway, so if you're selling, you definitely want to kind of keep it neutral. And neutral does not have to be white and gray. I mean, navy can be neutral, black can be neutral. Don't think it has to be, but those like white and this beige it will sell a lot faster. Yes. So, yes, I think it was like a plant maybe or a bowl. It's just kind of bigger than just your regular, water ring from from like a cup. So this paint is going on really good, but let me show you. I've showed this before. If it's not and you need to kind of push it even more, always have a fine mist spray bottle with you just to kind of help. It'll get rid of brush strokes. And once it's on, leave it. Don't try to now go over it because the paints dry so fast. So don't try to go over it once you've got it on. It's a layering thing. So you definitely want it to do its thing. I will cover those holes here in the back with some Dixie Belle mud. But yeah, so it's pretty orange. It is kind of showing that in here too. It's really orange. So I'm not a fan of that orange color. But I will scuff sand the rest of this and then wipe it down to get any dust off, and then I will finish painting this. I will fill those back holes, but let me see. Do you guys have any questions? Is there anything I can answer? I just want to kind of come on here and show these projects from start to finish kind of. I think it's helpful. If it is helpful, share these videos. We are launching our first course, our furniture flipping course, on September 8th. I will put a link for that inside the description once this live is over. And then, that was the hose next to me. Kind of leaned on this hose. Okay, let's just see. I'm going to show you this mess. Look at this piece that I found last week. And these, I'm going to be showing these live on Facebook or on Instagram. I'm not sure yet, but look at the detail this one has. I would love to, okay, so I don't know how to say this, but for people that are always saying, oh my gosh, you painted this, this antique, somebody has already painted this piece. It is a dark brown color of all colors. I don't know. I mean, that's fine. They chose that color. But you kind of lose these details with the dark brown. I mean, even sitting in the thrift store, it just was not pretty. It wouldn't catch your eye. Just with a lighter paint color, all of this is going to stand out. Again, this is kind of a smaller piece. I have a feeling when I get it done, I'm going to want to keep it. I have another little piece that's kind of over here in the corner of my office, and I thought I may have to swap those out depending on how this goes, but it has all the original hardware. Again, doors and drawers, which is awesome. I love that kind of storage. So this will be the next piece I do. Okay. What grade sandpaper? So anytime you're doing anything with sanding, I would always say go up in the grit of sandpaper. So the higher the number, the less abrasive it is. So when I'm scuff sanding, I think this was a 120. I think that was a 120. And I've always used an orbital sander, but I just like the Surf-Pep because it's just not as harsh, if that makes sense. So it's been a really nice addition to my painting tools. Always love seeing what others are doing. I do too, Liz. It's fun to see what they're doing. And I have found these little pieces are just, yeah. So this one I'm super excited to start. I want to get this other one done first. And then yes, I will start on this one. Here's a good question. What color would you guys paint this? And do you guys understand what I say when it's like such a dark color that you almost lose these details? But what color would you paint this piece? And where would you use it? Where would you put it? Okay, I just want to go through everybody's questions that was here. And and another thing you don't want to do, I just did this for the sake of the video. But like now this is it's I mean, it's already drying. These paints dry so quick, but you don't want to like scuff sand this top, paint it, then come back and start scuff sanding these areas. Scuff sand all of it, and then, you know, wipe it down, get the dust off, and then come over and prime paint, depending on what you're doing. But you can see, that it's already, I mean, it's covering really well. And I did not prime this one. And the more you do it, the more, like, you'll be able to look at a piece and say, yes, this needs this needs that. So yes, just checking for other questions. Ooh, Easter egg blue. I think I have a, not robin's egg, vintage duck egg. I think it's called, or vintage. You would use it in the kitchen. We do not have robin's egg blue. That's twice. Or is that the same? That's the same. Okay. A light color, maybe in a bathroom if you have space. I know, like our kitchen and our bathroom, no space for anything extra. Cream with a yellow. I love cream colors. Cream and beige. I love them. Yeah, but see, pieces like that, I love that. And pieces like this, you can use these in so many places, next to a sofa, next to a chair. We have a piece kind of like that other one that I'm gonna do in our living room between our two chairs. And I really like it. This one has a lot more detail though, so who knows? Who knows where it'll end up? Maybe I will sell it, but yeah, so I think that's it. I'm gonna finish this. I will just put one coat on it. I will get the sanding done. But yes, if you have any questions, let me know. If you're watching it on replay and have questions, let me know. Our furniture flipping course is going to be opening next week. It's September 8th. Is that Wednesday? I think that's Wednesday. Light green, Johnson. Yes, anything green, anything green. So September 8th, it is opening. If you get on the wait list, I will put that link in the description. You automatically get a coupon code. We have made this very reasonably priced. We want to help as many people as we can. So it's changed. Flipping furniture has changed our lives. Me, I know so many other people. Lindsay from Forever Pink Vintage and I just did a live Q&A last week. She was a full-time teacher and is now doing this full-time. So it's an amazing ride, and I want to help as many people as I can. If it's just a side hustle you want to start, if it's something you just want a little extra money, if it's something you've already kind of started but you want to learn how to grow or how to work with brands or how to work with paint companies, or we're covering all of that inside this course. So if you know of somebody that would be interested in this or would be good at this, share this with them as well, because I just want to get the word out, because it's been a game changer for me and so many people that I have met here through this app. So what color did I use on this piece? I used Sandbar, one of my favorite colors with Dixie Belle. It's just that perfect beige color. I actually did our the $2.99 mantle that I found at a thrift store. Has anybody been here long enough to know that story? Anyway, as soon as I saw this paint color, not last year, I think maybe it was last year. Anyway, I painted that in this color, and then I painted our coffee table in this color. It's just a pretty color. Show us it when you're done, especially would like to see the brown piece. Yes, I will. I definitely will. Yes. So dish pan hands. I love that. I love that name. Love detailed pieces. It seems to come alive with light color paint. It does. It does. And that dark brown is doing nothing for that piece. So you could definitely strip that down and try and get it down to all the natural wood, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I know that paint alone will just make it look so much better. Okay, I think I've answered everybody's questions or seen all the comments that are here so far live. Okay, and once I get this one done, I will share that as well. I'll share it in stories probably, or if I come on live and share this other one, I'll show you this one too. So, okay, have a great Monday, and I will check back in with you guys later.